Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. So today we are going to present the video critic for movie entitled The Guilty. My name is Mohd Faisal ABIDIN and my partner is KHAIRULANWAR. Without wasting any time, we are going to explain about our critical incident in this movie. Before we jump into critical incident, I would like to explain the background of this movie. This movie is a story about a former police officer called as Joe Baylor. He tries to unravel a crime involving Emily Lighton. Joe Baylor tries to deal with his past, but he just doing so as a 911 dispatcher. 911 dispatcher is a 911 call center at Los Angeles. There are many conflicts during the Emily Lighton cases. This movie was released on 2021. The location of the 911 call center are at Los Angeles, which is at that time, when the city of Los Angeles is in burning. The main character that include at these movies are Joe Baylor as a protagonist, Abby as a bystander, which is the child, Catherine Harbour, the Joe Baylor boss, Henry as a suspect, and Manny as a colleague. Here is our finding from the movie The Guilty. Before that, let me share the critical incident scenes for my finding. My findings are defensive communication, tone of voice, and boss professionalism.
Okay, all right. Just drive safe. All right, and hurry. What, am I not supposed to talk in here either?
No, in here's fine. You could do something about your attitude, though.
What?
You got a phone call, a little girl.
Abby?
I don't know. She didn't tell me her name. Do you want me to put her through?
Yeah, put her through. What? Yes.
You want to try that again?
All right.
Okay.
Okay, firstly, the critical incident number one that I found is defensive communication. Defensive communication basically occurs when an individual perceives a threat. The reason that defensive communication happens comes from symptoms of mental health and emotional disorder. According to Jack Arjib, people become defensive to get out of trouble. And according to Sharon Stan Ellison, to defend is also to counter-attack. In other means is to win, to justify wins as a win. Now, the description of the incident, after Joe Baylor finished his call, he became defensive through excuse of justification. It is because he felt as if the boss is about to scold him again. The problem and impact is Joe perceived Catherine as a threat, which is the boss. The situation can get more tense and hostile. At the end, he will harder to get along. And Catherine, the boss, also may feel less empathy over time. The recommendation that we can learn from this incident is Joe Baylor need to develop self-awareness, which is he need to pay more attention to his own feeling. So when he understands himself, then he able to control himself. Other than that, we need to listen to what the boss need to say first before acting on fight or flight. Okay, the second critical incident is tone of voice. Tone of voice is how we talk and communicate with each other. It is combination of volume, pitch, inflection, emphasis, pacing, etc. It also adds emotion and attitude. According to Albert Mahrabin, message received and what is account to 7% of content, 55% body language, and 38% of tone. So basically, 30% of the tone is a big percent for our communication. So it is crucial aspect in communication. So the description of the incident. Joe was interested as he get the news that he was waiting for, which is that the boss asked him that he got the phone call from someone, the little boy. So Joe need to know who was the caller, which the result him is raising his voice with the angry tone to his boss. And then Joe becomes disrespectful. Joe impacted on yes showed that he really want to talk to AB, which is the caller. And the problem and impact is Joe Baylor unable to control his tone. What he says comes out disrespectful. Other than that, resulting is ineffective communication and the relationship may feel distant and insist around the boss. So the recommendation that Joe must do it is reply calmly such as, yes please, thank you. Other than that, use dry and impersonal tone. And lastly, don't tell your boss what to do. And the last critical incident from my findings is boss professionalism. The theory and definition. Basically, boss professionalism is one of the critical skills required for a leader. Global studies show that 42% that's decline in mental health because of boss professionalism. Research article in Journey on Leadership Organization also show that emotional relationship between leaders and followers. So if the leader can show the best professionalism, he will increase the worker performance. So if we can increase the worker performance, the job satisfaction is increased and the foster innovation, which is encourage idea. So the description of this incident, the situation is very subtle. After Joe raised his voice to the boss, Catherine, the boss assert herself, but also not over-asserting. He just give a simple reminder for Joe to keep calm. The problem and impact. The problem is Joe could have been punished, but was not. It is because Catherine, the boss, is understand the employees, which is Joe Baylor position. Her leadership skill create trust between Joe and her. The recommendation, commendable leadership that must be followed, which is the Catherine. Catherine that have shown to us the professionalism that we need to understand our employer, their emotion, etc. This act is not just for those who have an optional leader position. So, if we as an employee, we need that professionalism feelings. We need to feel that we are a leader to ourselves. Okay, that's all for my finding. So next, I will let's see the second scene for KHAIRULANWAR parts.
What's going on? What the? Mind your own fucking business. I need you to send a unit over to his house, and I need you to send a unit over to her house.
Joe, it's too much.
No, goddamn it, Bill. There is a scared little girl whose mother has been abducted.
That's enough. It's enough. What are you trying to do? You are in enough trouble already. I will send a car to the mother's house, but I'm not going to have anyone kicking in any fucking doors. It's not your job.
I know that.
Yeah, well, apparently...
Oh, doorman just attacked us. Get the police down here now.
Where are you?
I'm in fucking Barracuda. I just told you that.
I need an address.
Hey, get away from me.
Sir, are you in the valley?
Get away from him. All right, you know what? Fuck this. I'll figure it out.
Hey, you need to let the police come there for you.
Fuck you, forget it.
Well, fuck me? Fuck me?
Fuck you, go to hell.
All right, yeah, fuck you.
Okay. I will continue with critical incident number 4. For critical incident number 4 is communication barrier. Communication barrier are something that prevent us from accurately understanding and accepting the message used by others to communicate with their knowledge, opinions, and ideas. Version of the incident is in the movie we can see Joe is having trouble getting an information about Emily case. Many tried to ask how Joe was doing, but Joe gave a aggressive response to many questions with inappropriate language and make a communication barrier occurs. Okay, for next is problem and impact. In this situation, cause embarrassment to many and show unrespect to college. This situation key to many. For recommendation is for this situation, Joe need to control his emotion and reply with a gentle response to take care relationship with his college. Next is incident number 5. Next is abusive language. Abusive language is extremely rude and insulting, like swearing, threats, inappropriate language, one argument with disgusting attitude. For description of incident is, as we can see on the scene movie, show Joe get a emergency call by unknown person for asking a help. But with the panic situation, make unknown person cancel his request and reply with inappropriate language. This reply made Joe angry and Joe reply with inappropriate language too. Joe hung up and slammed the phone. Okay, for next. Next. Okay, for problem and impact is this session has shown Joe unprofessional in doing his job. This situation too has caused the anger increase between Joe and unknown persons. When the anger increase can cause the depressions. Okay, a recommendation for this to show his professionalism in dealing the situation without follow his emotion too much when doing works. Joe need to reply nicely without being triggered by abusive language. Next. For critical incident number 6 is unethical behavior. Okay, unethical behavior is when a person, a professional or an industry does anything that considered unacceptable because they are against the. Okay, for description of the incident is, we can see on the scene that Joe forced Bill to send a unit to Emily house to check the family of Emily's. Then Joe ordered the unit to break into Emily's house without permission. Then his request is denied by Bill. For problem and impact, show that Joe show unprofessionalism and may cause case of abuse of power. And lastly, we can see that it can cause a reputation of his work will tarnish. Recommendation for this situation is Joe should be able to know how his scope of works as act ethically by not crossing the ethical boundaries, which can help him to maintain his moral compass at workplace. And lastly, I will present conclusions. There's information in this film that we can utilize to learn more about that what is considered appropriate and inappropriate behavior in the workplace, the importance of having strong ethic, good communication, positive body language, and distinctive personality in the workplace is emphasis in this segment of the movie. We might conclude that each of these aspects of communication not only affect our interaction with others, but also interacts us on how to communicate effectively. All from us. Thank you.